Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm going to go over the trades from yesterday, Friday. Let's jump right in. First, I took an opening range break on PENN. My entry was 75.79, and I ended up getting a loss on this one. Max loss stop at 74.75. Uh, when I was in this trade, I felt like like I should have took profit at that 76.50 area, but I really just wanted to stay mechanical and take it at exactly a point away from my entry, and it didn't end up making there. I think I ended up being like, I think the high was like 76.62. So I would have been happy with anything over 65. I probably been looking something closer to 76.75, which it never made it there. So uh, that ended up being a loss for me, and I moved on from there. My next trade was on FSLY. This trade, I kind of felt like I uh, forced this. The market was selling off, and this was going against the market, and especially with this big candle right here, this was very extended. Maybe if we would have this big candle, then maybe we got a pullback and then bounce would have been a good entry. But I feel like this was too extended, so I should not took this trade. But so I got in at 82.82. What I at the time I was like it was closed above the red to green and made a new high, so that was my trigger. And then I ended up taking another max loss stop on this one at 81.82. So yeah, this one just failed hard. Like I said, this was pretty extended, and I should have probably waited for a pullback. But I was looking for my target around this pre-market high area. So we moved on from that one, and we took BYND. Oh, I don't know if I said this was, yeah, FSLY, but this was BYND, and this right here was a little hiccup. I accidentally clicked the buy button, and I pretty much stopped out break even. I was in at 153.06 and stopped out at 153. So that's a scratch trade. We're not even gonna look at that. But this right here, I was looking for a short. The opening range low was right here, but we had this daily level, so I waited till we broke through, and I was looking for a move down to this pre-market low. But we ended up getting a bounce. And looking back on this trade, this stock had no volume. And on this uh on this stop, this max loss stop, I had in a stock market order. And you can see I entered at 149.52, and my stop would have been 150.52. But it blew straight through there, and I didn't get stopped out until 150.146. So almost a whole point over my stock market order. So, and this was just a little volatile. So, and looking back now, I see why, because this volume was dead. But I didn't see that till later, and I ended up taking another trade on this. So you can see I marked the low of the channel, and as we broke through the low of the channel, I got short again. Uh, Looking back, I was forcing this because this pre-market level low level was too close. So on this trade, I had to wait till he broke through that, and my entry was 148.84, and I got my first target at 147.78, and then my last target at 146.84. So I stayed very mechanical on this. Looking back, if I was to take this, really plan my trade out and not be so mechanical, a good entry would have been right there, and I would have took profit at maybe 157. I mean 147.50, and then 146.50, because that 146.50 was this next daily level, and it would have been nice to get a little bit more of the move. But I stayed mechanical and I executed well. Uh, so today was a pretty big red day. I was able to get some of it back with this last trade on Beyond Meat. But it was a red day. Looking back, I probably should stay locked in on PENN. Uh, I just got upset because I felt that I should have took profit at 76.50 and I let it go all the way against me and I ended up taking a max loss stop. But had I stayed dialed in on this to say good volume, and once we lost to 200, you can see that we made a good move. The market sold off hard, so I was pretty confident in any downtrends. So I shouldn't have looked at this with the market selling off because this was going against the market. You see BYND worked. Like I said, it was low volume, so it was very wicky. You can kind of tell. So, but the trend stayed intact, and I just wrote it down. But that's how the week's going to end for me. Two red days back to back. Hopefully, we can turn that around on Monday. But overall, A on execution on all these trades. I feel like I stuck to my trade plan. My entries maybe could have been a little more thought out, like considering this and considering that this pre-market low was so close to here. And maybe had I waited for this for a close below this pre-market low, I wouldn't have had to wait so long for this trade to work out. But uh, at the end of it, I executed all my trade plans perfectly. So we're gonna end it there. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one.